Hello, my Leo and Leo rising friends. Sandra from ForYourChi.com, and this is your sneak peek preview for the month of July 2020 with my Wheel of Life spread. Now, luckily, it appears that you all have heeded the message that I gave to you in June. I do not see that heavy desire card. It looks like that you're working on that in the relationship because I do see a relationship here. However, it doesn't appear to be 100%. So while you feel like you're getting everything that you want and need by way of your relationship in the month of July, and also the sun enters your sign of Leo in July, so you will feel better once the sun comes into Leo around the third week of July. I think it's the 21st, 22nd, something like that. But you're lacking in the intimacy department. So, you're not getting what you want there, or there's something that feels difficult about it. And it may or may not resolve with this person. You're going to have to research it sooner rather than later because you're going to want to figure that out for the reasons that I stated in June, right? The Leo has to have passion in their life. They just have to. We're not living in a life that's conducive of unhappiness anymore, as you guys know. We're moving on up. All right, so let's get to your first house, shall we? Stand your ground. So you guys know what this means. You have no problem doing it. Stand up for what you think is right. Now, you need to ask yourself, am I in my ego, or am I really in the right here? Am I doing what's right, or am I doing what my ego thinks is right? Because a lot of times those are two different, very different scenarios, right? So, and this could also be Mercury retrograde thing too, especially if it takes place in the first 2 weeks of July. But this energy is happening right now. So typically when I do a reading for a person and they pull a card in their first house, I will tell them, look, this is what's going on right now. And 9 times out of 10, they'll say, yes, it's happening right now, or it happened earlier today and I need to go back and fix it, or it'll happen later on that day. So the next 24, 48 hours, don't let someone tell you that you said something that you didn't say. You need to correct that. You need to make sure that they understand what you said and why you said it, and there needs to be a boundary. That's what I'm getting right now. You have to lay down your boundary. If you don't set the boundary, then it's going to set you up for some deep problems later that you definitely want to avoid. Okay? All right, and I do see a bummer coming in October for you guys. October, the astrology for the rest of the year just looks like a massive cluster, if you ask me. We've never seen anything like this, so it could just be related to the astrology, or the Leos could definitely have something major bummer coming personally for them in the month of October, and that definitely could be the case here. But I mean, other than that, you do have a warning with the child here. You're going to want to get to the bottom of this child thing as soon as you see it rear its head, because you're going to want to nip this in the bud before it gets any worse. It definitely will get worse if Leo doesn't fix it as soon as they see this happen in July. That showed up in your 5th house. All right, Leo, so thank you so much for liking and sharing and watching. If you are watching this video on YouTube, please click the down arrow or the show more section and it will reveal the Vimeo link to purchase this reading in its entirety. Many blessings to you, my Leo friends.